It's gonna be better if the mic is open. Hello! Is everything good? Did you miss me? So, today we are playing once again Book of Hours. I really have a super big curve in my pinch and it's visually annoying me. Okay, so today we are playing Book of Hours. Objective for today will be... I'm gonna have to trim it. To open the basement. I don't care how far we go. And possibly also to reach the top of the church tower. Church tower? Church tower. Yes. And that would be good. Also, skills. Go back to there so I see everything. Can put the whisk there. My UI is happy. We're also right now in autumn, so I'm gonna gather fruits, vegetables, flowers, everything. And we will have a new event happen. So, without stopping us, without delaying too much, let's check the weather. It is raining. Rain is good because it's 2 nectar and I need 10. 10 nectar. It's autumn. So, who can we hire? In autumn, the orchard keepers come to sell their wares at Brinkrug. A shilling will buy one's help. Orchard's keeper offer nectar and a little heart. Autumn. Nectar. Orchard keeper. Nectar and heart. Probably 2 and 1. Time for maths. 2 nectar base, assuming. 2 nectar health, 2 nectar rain. We're at 6. We need to go at 10. I need to have 4 more. I would need it with food and drinks of nectar. Nectar. The fancy honey. And drinks. Tool, that's 1. Yeah, 1 for free. And vegetable and fancy honey. No, that's the same thing, that's food. I need a drink. Or no. Or scrumpy. Made from apples. Slow gin served. Slow gin 2, tool, and vegetable. Because that's free. We're in business. Basement open today. For the cost of a shilling and some fruits. Cool. That's gonna be plan A. Plan B. I also need to serve the Slojan. Hello. And the tool stays there. Cool. I said, gathering stuff. Do I still get just a pack of vegetable in autumn? That's a good question. Do we get grape in autumn? No, I do not get grape in autumn. Logic. Actually strange. I can still get bees. The bees. And autumn flower wood. Oh, and pear. Shining pear. You know what? Let's go with one pear and a knowledge of that. Boom. It would still be Cialy in this season. Is there a plant that is only in autumn? It'd still be Trumpeter's Lily. Honey Scarred Jasmine. Let's go with that. Boom. Started. Then I now have a desk where I can read those books, but I just use my skill. I now have the Republic of Teeth, which is scale. I'm gonna use my health, so that's not gonna be cool. Can I still do it? 4 scale. 1 scale with the tool. If I have like a memory of 1 scale, that's 3. And I can use any skill. So let's go with that. Fear. Fear. Stolen History / Key of Night. No, wait. Fear. And the Circling Tantras. No. True History of Valentine the Wolf. Key of Night. Red here with Shap. Can't reach with Shap here, so Tryst. I only have 1 Tryst. I guess. Then last but not least, open this package with my Shap. And I don't think I have anything else very specific to do, so let's just fight. And a glass of Slojan. Help! Orchard Keeper's Assistance. In Cornwall, it is quite possible to take a stride from the richest vegetation into the abomination of desolation. It has been said in mockery that Cornwall does not grow wood enough to make coffin for the people. And it's indeed 2 nectar, 1 heart. Hello, lady. I said I talked to you. Rain. So sad. Also, that's achievable, I think. Do I have another nectar room? Collapsed cellar maybe could be achievable, but it would be much more easy for me. I'm gonna hire Miskill if I have enough time. No time. Boom, boom. Echo, health. Let's go start. Because I could also use an 11 for the Fallen Bell there, or a 9 here. Super easy 9. A visitor interested in Perilous Opera. Mademoiselle Margot Matutine. is coming to the house. Socialite, yak woman, and under the name Morgan, a Nalukite, a Lygian. The former means, among other things, that she eats people. The latter means, among other things, that she is not to be taken lightly. Cool. Do I have something on Morgan? No. I do have note on Lygian. Medusa is a Lygian. Of the Lygian Medusa, it has been said she might be the oldest of her kind still living. And she is dead. Simurgus say that she is the oldest of the shared name of the twin. The hour we call sister and witch and sister. And also information about carapace of the Lygian Medusa. It has been said she might be oldest of her kind still living and she is dead. Scoliosophist might interpret this thus. She is the oldest of Sigless kind, which is to say of a carapace lineage, famed for the breadth of their wisdom and the complexity of their teeth. Okay. And she know Kalishimi. Greek, Latin, I do not know Kalishimi, and I think I do have a lot of book in Kalishimi. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 book in Kalishimi. I'm not too much at the level I need Kalishimi right now, but that would be nice to get. I guess if I learn the language, she will come back for the affair at a later moment. So, nothing lost. Ruby Rise Ruin, that's a good thing. I want to read the journal again, so I get the good memory. You shout. Will work alongside. Speak to an assistant. I will give you cake mold. Right? Right. Ruby Rise Ruin is not to serve, so you come here. I get Honey-Scar Jasmine, Flower of Two Forge, great. Bowl of Sea-Blessed Pear, smooth as butter and wonderfully juicy. Sea-Blessed Pear, okay. Sea-Blessed Pear in summer and autumn. In Numa, the shining pear, Pyrrhus auricalcinum. That's a change. Because I had shining pear before, so that must have been updated. Still, that's great. And what else? A memory of fear. With that memory of fear, find a desk that accepts scale. Like this. You get in. You get in. You get in, and whatever, whist probably. Scale on Earth, and I learned how to craft a Bisclaveres note. We back. Okay. I have 4 nectar plus 1 plus a memory of impulse. Yeah. If I generate a memory of impulse, I can read this. Impulse. Traveling at night 1. Use my fat. Pear, your fruit. You go in the pantry. Flower, you're a flower. You go with the flower. Memory of a cold scrap. That's great. And you go here. Boom, orchard. Does she have a special thing she can use? No. Sad. Then it was food and drink. Eat le végétal. I wanted to know if I could gather something else in autumn. Carrot, tomatoes, marrow, and blessed onions, all the unsung hero, the stupid. I think it's still gonna be random. Sheesh. Sheesh. Remember that. Get boosted to 10. Yes, 10. And I use my chore, so we're not gonna open another room today. Memory of Impulse. And now that I have this Memory of Impulse, Honey, the Comprehensive Guide, probably. The Shadow and the Stare. Honey, Comprehensive Guide. Honey for Dummy. Book. Impulse. And Spice and Savors. Said Impulse, thank you. And a random thing like E-Rip. Nectar, a hedge or thorn? Oh, really? What am I missing? Tool. Said I was going to use a tool, so use a watering can. I wanted to look at this inscribed stone. I'm gonna use my shaft. Because I have not investigated a lot of things in this house. Basements. 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 The pool here is filled with rusting and rotting wheels. Was this some attempt to block it, or were the wheels thrown down the well above as offering? In either case, it will need to be cleaned out, and suitable offering made to appease the power to whom this place is holy. I think I'm still gonna learn the language. You. A conversation with Mademoiselle Matutine. Perhaps I should call myself Sapphire, hey? There's an incident. Let's just see what she have to say. Again, some imbecile attempt to revive l'Opéra Invisible. So much the worse for him. Try a book with as much mystery as their grail interest. I will not do that today. Today you will receive money. Tutoring Kirashimi. My visitor can teach me the rudiment of this woven language. After tutoring you, the visitor will leave, even if they arrived on other business. Teach me. Successive librarian all failed to decipher this tablet. It might as easily be a household inventory or an invocation to a god. Natalia Brullo established a tradition that it always remain in the librarian's quarter to inspire her and her successor with humility and to illustrate the limit of knowledge. Memory of sight. Deception. Little deception. Let's watch the Alf Faceless Face. With my Fet Plus, because why not? Basements. Boom, 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 boom. The Republic of Teeth, an eccentric political tract by Valentine the Wolf. Valentine suggests that rulers should be elected to govern by serpents, not their subjects, for the serpent, being cold-blooded in its nature, is incorruptible. Valentine's initial proposal is that a college of electors should subject themselves to the bite of venomous serpents, which he grades and details, preferring the least dangerous, and should allow the resulting deliria to guide them in their choice of people's representative. He becomes concerned, however, by the practicalities of ensuring equal quantities of venom in each case, and get halfway into a proposal for using birds instead of the selection process. For using birds instead in the selection process, before giving up mid-sentence. Okay. Memories of intuition. Intuition generated by the Book of Teeth, right? The Republic of Teeth. Intuition. Republic of Teeth. And a lesson in serpents and venom. Which is... could I use Doran Wall, or did I wanted to boost it another time? Boom. Hello, Trees of Wisdom. Yeah, you need to be level 4, so I can have a choice of this or Nyctodromy. Because I think I have another Oromachis tree. Oh, maybe I don't. Kind of want lessons of serpents and venom though. Looks interesting. Still just a sack of vegetable. Okay. It does not change with the season. Unfortunately. Unless that's a cache. No, that's not a cache. Yeah, that could have been interesting. You. And you. Muff. Edge. Nectar. Okay. Do I just take the thing? About the mask. A soft melancholy lingers in its single eye. Memory of touch. Okay. That's not a tool, but that's a memory of touch. Interesting. Oh, hello, Glitchy. Thanks for lurking. Memory of touch. Happy spoopy season. Kinda wanna take serpents and venom. Cause I got snack. I have a snack. I can probably do something with the snack. Let's get it on. Whoa. Basement. The sacred spring, the eye marked on the rock here, is not the watchman's eye that decorate the church above, but the eye that marks the temple of the wheel in Dream. Yeah, that was a thing in Cultistimator. The priest of the sun would tell you there was no sight before the rising of the sun, but those who've drunk from the spring will dream of another sun, one that swung lower in the sky, one that would speak with us, one that would accept friendly gifts of blood from us. Down period. Yes, please, stop glitching, thank you. I would like to eat, thank you. 599 AD is the traditional date of the first foundation here, sometime called the Abbey of the Black Dove, sometime the Abbey of the White Crow, but the Sisterhood of the Triple Knot first built their temple here much earlier than that. The spring. Yes? Sacred spring. Here, a pilgrim would bathe, make offering, or drown, as they might prefer. Soul, skill, whatever. Nectar. Weird. Grail and Moon. Yeah, okay, sacrificial, yeah, vibe. Slot. I can use an extra element of the soul. Remain and Omen. And Memory, Remain, and Pigment. That's such a weird mix of stuff. Basement. What do we get? Okay, 14. I'm not going this way. After all these years, the fountain in this hall is blocked. That's not a surprise. A little more surprising is this. The blockage appeared to be mostly snakes. A great many snakes. This, no doubt, is why we have seen so few rats. Ha 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 ha. Vibe. Hate, but vibe. Room of rusts. The ceiling has collapsed. Rusting machinery poke out here and there through the rubble. 11 forge. I have a great forge skill yet. I don't need skill, it's persons. 3 metal. 5. The smith. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of base. Then I need 4 more. Tool, 3 more. With food and drinks, I should be able to do it. Gideon Soak is forge, but whatever. Not exactly what I need. Whiskey is not exactly what I need. Coffee. Veiled Goddess Lapsang Chouchon. Yeah. And a food of forge though? Ew. I do not have a food of forge. Oh. Awkward. That's making the thing more complicated. Unless I take a better drink. I don't have a better drink. Dang it. Okay. It's gonna be harder than I thought. But we've breached the basement. Could I do something for serpents and venom? These are the mother's neglected children, and we prefer that they pass not through any door. Yeah, indeed. Scale. Not an excellent skill, because I got better scale. Moon. Not an excellent skill, because I got better moon, also. So you will be a sacrificial scaling into Skelecosophy or Ushery. Ushery 2, you get there. Yeah, cool. Crafty time, I guess, for the end of the day. What could I make? with the forge skill. First, Westcott compound. Yes. If I had a liquid, I can make an essence that takes longer to cool and redden into something more potent, which is iotic essence. And the iotic essence is somewhere here, right? Yes. But I need a liquid. And possibly Westcott compound, so I cannot do it here. Cool. I could. Bitter black salt. I don't have metal. Yeah, that was I was missing. I needed a way to have metal for all the other skill that I actually have. If I had metal, if I had metal, yes. So let's keep Pyroglyphics, also keep being here. I can make Westcott compound. But I could check also for my, okay, step 1. Is there a good liquid that I have? Or let's consider something else actually. Let's consider the alchemy table instead. Same thing. U. Now with Westcott compound. Hello. And we need a +2. And Westcott compounds are not a liquid nor material. So I need a solution of 2 forge. Do I have something like that? A liquid or a fuel? Glassfinger toxin could be used. Do you have a way to make Glassfinger toxin? Probably something with knock. I could use turpentine, but I would need an extra one for the memory. Cool. To do eventually. Now, other question. I'm sorry, thank you. You. I could craft Deerdil Lens, and I could make Iotic Essence. No, that's the other one. If I had a liquid, I can make Xanthotic Essence, which is this. Okay. So I just need a substance. Oh. And solution of lantern. Like Westcott compound, just one though. Yeah, I need to find a way to make Glassfinger toxin because that's a good thing. A very good thing, seemingly. I think, by all means, that I would need knock. Do I have a knock thing? Yes. No. This is not a place to craft knock shit. This is a place to craft knock shit. I don't have a soul card for it. Place with knock that I can use. Shit, like my fast. Let's just check here. No, crafting secret threshold. Door and wall with Prentice level knock create secret threshold, or for Scholar recipe if I had a liquid I'd brew powerful knock toxin. Okay. Okay, that That's great. That's how I can do this. So on that, I'm gonna check another thing. Do I know what you do? Refulgin. And Refulgin is the kind of bitter black salt, right? Levitating tincture. I made Refulgin before. I didn't make Refulgin before. And what's the next step of Refulgin? Please, thank you. If I had liquid, I can craft something stronger. So if I do this, I can also craft Xanthotic Incense here. You know, do I have another skill of that? Watchman's Paradox. What do you do? Tingle Brag. And I would need... For a scholar level recipe, align the shadow through glass and gather a lantern liquid. So I would need glass, I think. What as a glass aspect? I know something weird at a glass aspect. Sand. Yes. Sand, and just to know, because I know you're gonna boost me up. Ichor Vitreous. Ichor Vitreous, which is something I had here. Ichor Vitreous, a liquid and a pigment. Okay, that's cool. Vibe. But what I'll do is simply craft Refulgin, because I thought I had some, but I don't see any. I will not craft the bitter black salt, but can I do forge here? No. Should I make another candle? With the beeswax. It's a material. No. What I could do is use. I cannot use a plant here. I need to do it at the same. So, just play. Boom. New book. Honey, the comprehensive guide. Harvey Hattington, pilot polymath confectioner, write with great enthusiasm about the marvelous work of the bee. The bee. Hattington insists that all the primary aspects, nectar, scale, heart, lantern, moth, grail, are possessed by bees and expressed in honey. Clearly, he points out that there are only 6 primary aspects, as a honeycomb has only 6 angles. Nectar, scale, heart, lantern, moth, grail. Okay. Yugal ink is prepared with these techniques, but so is skin shock mead, and only skin shock require honey. Just as any beverage or foodstuff can be improved with the addition of honey, so any garden is improved with the presence of bees, even those bloody blumberend. Skin shock mead require honey. I mean, it's mead. So, yes. Memory of contradiction. contradiction. Boom. Honey. Comprehensive guide. And skill. Lesson in insects and nectar. Uh-huh. I will not boost my moon skill with that. But I could. I'm just gonna get it. Because I need more skill. And that's a nectar skill that I would probably like to boost. Memory of contradiction. Thorns cleansing. Labitic tincture. Do I have another edge skill? Thorns cleansing. Yeah, let's just go with a labitic tincture actually. Boom. Just so my skill are totally used. It is night. Boom. Insect and nectar can also be used for chandlery. The hive, the nest, and the chrysalis are the 3 secret principalities of the lesser world. 2 of those 3 know the temptation of sweetness. But that's great, because I needed a level 1 busk. Eram. That's interesting. I kind of want to do it. Because I'm not sure I want to boost this, because I'm going to boost pyroglyphics for chandlery. And I don't need another nectar skill, so you will be used to collect stuff. Insect and nectar, the hive, the nest, and the chrysalis, yada yada yada, we have that. The Grail's favorlings, the bright-winged, dark-winged Glaterfludge kind, call themselves the Grail's favorling. They are gone now, like all the carapace kind, but you can still use the art of the hive to glean the sweetness in the hidden place of the wood, the legacy of the carapace cross busk. Get a sign. Good day, sir. You go there. When did I get a tryst? Oh, it was downstream. It was out of stream, probably. Muff. Hello, Muff. I only have Edict Liminal. That is Muff. Where do I craft much shit? Huh? No, not the kitchen. Not there. Not there. Not there. Clearly dispensary. Hello. Hello. Tanglebrag. If I work with a memory of Muff, like an occult scrap, matter and substance. No substance. What can go here? That has Muff, please. Here's a cordial. And matter with 1 Muff. Muff. You know what? Boom. A name day riddle. Conceive a motley riddle. Edict the liminal with scholar level plus a memory. Create a name day riddle. Intriguing. Intriguing. That's not exactly what I want to do, but I get it. Let's make an ink somewhere. Where can I use moon shit? Moon shit. Boom. Boom. Catwink, please. For scholar level recipe, I use a beverage of, well, water. You have something with the moon? Like intuition? And then I use like a glass of water, I guess. Well, actually, a beverage. Like Heigengrau. I need a beverage, so I cannot do it at the desk. Moon! Where can I do moon with liquid? No. 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 I can do it at a bed. If a bed has moon aspect, I don't have moon aspect. Where can I? Cannot use a beverage here. Sad little me. And you know what? Still craft me this. Rifflegan, a white so pure that it remains visible even in utter darkness, like the moon or an insistent cat. Vibe. Some book I could move, but do I really wanna? Levitating tincture, more recipe, more ingredients. I've learned enough to puzzle out books in this language, though it might be slow going. You can also use and improve this skill like any other skill. Kilasimi. If there's a speech in nowhere, if there is language used by the dead, if the House of the Moon has a native tongue, then it must be Kilasimi. If none of this is true, it is still not a language to be spoken in daylight. Each word breathes woe. Read it, as they say, and weep. It is Brusque and Skelekozophy, yes. So I can put it on the tree. Moon and Winter. I could have put it there. Interesting. Interesting. What's the weather today? Rain again. Oh no, it's raining again. What do we do on a rainy day? Rain is a grail and nectar. No. Grail. Doesn't help opening a room right now. if I use a very good food? Why would I want to use the sack of vegetable? Because the pear has grail and not heart, and the vegetable have heart. Okay. Understood. Understood the assignment. Basket of onion. Get in here. I will hire once again the orchard keeper. We're opening the collapse cellar. I could also try to open the room of rust. I need to wait a second, 'cause I'm gonna need my stash of money. Hello. You get the shaft, and then boing, give you a florin, and you will be mine. Okay, boost, health plus, so I don't forget. I will need this also. Just remember, I'm gonna need a good memory of impulse to read the last book I want, and I need 2 forge memory also for the smith foresight, the Oris book 2. Not gonna do anything with that. That started. I have a little bit of things, so I will check the twin fish stone just quickly with an extra Arab. Start, go. Then fragrant calice in summer. Stir plant in summer. That's, we already got one. This garden already got also. Okay, let's gather the summer thing we don't have yet. Cat's claw in spring. Boom. I don't have fragrant calice, I think. Chalice. And I don't have sea holly. Oh, slow gin, 3 servings. But you know what? Nope. Catwing. Received. Get the rain. Ink of containment. So, the twinned fish stone. The stone disc is lighter than it should be, and the surface is soapy smooth. A memorial stone preserved from Is, the city behind the sea. Memory of touch. Okay. Okay. That's something else I wanted to check here. This bust, a delicate featured woman, an inscription read Abra Saudi. Investigate stuff. Boom. Orchard keeper. You get cake mold. Hedge trophy, I get memory of foresight that I need for later. Memory of impulse that I need for now. Because I'm gonna read this book, The Shadow in the Stair. Once I get my skill. What have I learned? A pale bust. A delicate featured young woman, an inscription near Abbassadi. The bust bears a slight but definite resemblance to the many depiction of the notorious Eva the Wolf. But surely Eva bore only a son, and her granddaughters died young. Memory of touch. Also Southie. Southie. I don't remember a Southie. Eva the Wolf. Almost married to Abram Wheelock, but did not. The dude dies. Possibly frequent Franklin Bancroft, but I have no idea about heritage other than that. Abrathalti, A.S. A.S. No idea. I was getting here. Hello. No, I was not getting here. Food and drink galore. And I'm now back on a 10 shilling note. Cool. Get me all the plants. Sea holly. 1 moon, 1 nectar, 1 winter. Unbellied, the spiny flower, the steel blue of a winter afternoon. Trumpeter's lily. 2 sky. 1 nectar, 1 heart. A glorious efflorescence of sunset orange. And fragrant chalice. A glorious globe of wine-colored flower. 2 grail, 1 nectar. Boom. No. Please. I need a place for my flowers. Please, sir. Help me. Legit. Where does one put flowers? I'm gonna have to put them somewhere dumb with the wood stuff. Wood stuff. There. Now that I have my skill of this, and fat. What can go here? My whist, I'm gonna use it today. And this. Get boosted with onions. That will make you strong. I have a metal here, wire. Paraffin and kerosene, yes, I agree, but like scintillate oil. Hello. Get metal. Yo. Open the collapsed cellar. Moon and scale. Room of rust could be opened. Yeah, I think that's what we aim for. Yeah, it's room of rust or fallen bell. Fallen bell in the sky. I was about to do a stupid mistake. Memory of foresight. Heart Cellar. In the time of the Abbey, this was a shrine to Saint Lucia the Eyeless. Since the heresies of the Intercalate, which is the division of the sun, the Church of the Unconquered Sun consider her an aspect of the hour called Meniscat. But back then, she was just the patron saint of stained glass worker and eye doctors. The tree in Earl Bryan's field outside was traditionally hung with stained glass ornament on St. Lucia's Day. Since the dissolution of the abbey, though, it's mostly been vegetables in here. Lucia the Eyeless and the Meniscat. Give me a second. Meniscat was the girl with the window. That would be an aspect of moon. Okay, interesting. And what have we unearthed? The mist-sonked meadow. There's grass beneath my feet and a mingle of wildflower scents, but above all the damp salt vapors of a thick sea fog. Somewhere in the fog I think I heard a distant bell, far away, as it were beneath the sea. Perhaps this can be blown away, perhaps sung away, if I bring the right powers and the right assistance. And here, Shadow the Stair. The shadow here is a sentinel. To enter it unprepared is to risk dissolution. I must bear a memory like a torch in the dark. Something unconquerable. Gonna have to craft an enduring reflection again. What a shame. What was? Sky Story? Enduring reflection, please. That's an excellent use of my things. Memory of touch, you don't need that. Here's a square. But it's a triangle. I know, shut the fuck up. And I need to get to what? 11. Okay. Oh. The Shadow in the Stairs. Ernestine Peterhands record her conversation with the Little Darkness in Hush House Stair Tenebrous, which she called Dunkerling. Ernestine's business in the cellars of Hush House often took her up and down the Stair Tenebrous. Although it is avoided by every other servant, Dunkerling attempted first to consume her and then to demand sacrifice from her. Ernestine consented to bring it mice, but became very stern when it asked for a new, drowned child. Dunkerling claims to be an imprisoned lung under the protection of the deepest power of the sea. It is prone to occasional bouts of raving about how, when it has its freedom, its patron will drown the isle. Ernestine render most of these long speeches as ... but is very interested in what it can tell her about the circumstances of shipwreck. There are hints that she may have been planning a salvage expedition. Memory of Impulse from The Shadows in the Stair. The Shadow in the Stair. And Lessons in Coil and Chasm. Know what I'm gonna do with you, Coils and Chasm? I'm gonna boost something else, like Serpents and Venom. Or Kilashimi. Nectar Scale. I can boost Serpents and Venom. I do not have an acceptable memory. But I have an acceptable effort. Therefore, I will generate an acceptable memory of Moon or Scale. Moon or Scale. Dum 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 dum. Intuition? Orchid Transfiguration. Noon? Oh, wait. Intuition. Book of Centipede. Do I have that one? No. Intuition, come on. Against the Sisterhood, which is this. I recognize you. And you are a book that I've read. Squared on. Okay, I need to boost you to 11. You've been boosted with collaboration, cool. Memory, cool. Tool, cool. I can boost you with metal. I just have one, I'm gonna keep it. Beverage and sustenance. I gave you a memory? Yes, I gave you a memory. So, I need forge stuff. I said that I was gonna give him the Lapsam Souchong for +2. And then oh yeah, true. I'm dumb. I'm kind of dumb. Can you eat glue? I would really appreciate if you could eat glue. That would be nice. Like, not from me, but like it would be nice at that point. I would have needed to give him a 3 beverage. Dang it. Did I add a beverage of 3? Horse Kraken whiskey. Could have given him Dixenta to guess. No, not even. What did I lose? A Lapsam Souchong? Could have been worse. Do I burn the metal? Steel wire. That's the only one I... Oh, wait. No. I was checking that. Yes. Basket of apples. Basket of onions. Basket of vegetable. Basket of leek. The mark of St. David's Shrine. Very good soup. Basket of vegetable. Gift from the garden. Basket of onion. Can't I not generate specific stuff in the garden? I'm gonna try next time to change the basket. I'm gonna give him the metal. Kinda sad. Ooh. Ooh. Low level book. This far. The Stair to Nebras. We just talked about that. And also, I forgot to close the reference. I'm sorry about that. There were shadows here in the earth, long before the foundation of the house were laid. They retreated before the Romans' burrowing. They quailed before the sun hymns of the brethren. They slunk away before the blades and pistol of the barons the wolf. Over all those centuries they shrank, until at last, when the courier of the isle sung this stair, they could recruit one as a watchdog. The Velvet. An hour of secrecy, ignorance, privacy, shame. The Velvet has never encouraged insight, investigation of or worship. Even an image of her is unusual. That's a big place. I will give you the steel wire. That's a good thing, though, because I kind of wanted. Ah, here's what I needed. Level up Serpents and Venom. And get back an Enduring Reflection. Nice. Because it's Enduring, we like that. Okay, Blacksmith. Can you open a better room? Since I put you at 12. Up or down? Up unlocks only one room, so you know what? I want choice. Down, Room of Rust. Repair those. Serpents and Venom, Ushery 2. Could I put it in the tree? Yes. You are not something that I want boosted. Because I'm gonna boost another thing and another thing. So you know what? Get in there. An extra tryst. In the downtime the sun was lower, so we gave it our blood. From our blood it knew us, and so it was kinder. Its serpent brought us its poison to drink, and so we died. But we only died a little, and so we dreamed, and returned to the next day to give it our blood again. Those time of peace persist in the lesson of Ushery. Where can you go? Skenikosophy. I have a lot of things I want to put in Skenikosophy, though. Rhymes of Remembrance is winter. I'm gonna boost something else. Kalishimi? I would be glad to put it in Skenikosophy because that's a language. Even if it's kind of redundant. Because I'm gonna have to use it to translate book. I'm gonna keep the Serpents and Venom. I'm gonna try to put it in Skenikosophy. Anyway, that's supposed to be my main branch. The next day, auction. The Callicite Supplication. Prayers addressed to the Red Grail by the Sisterhood of the Triple Knot. Calcite Sacrament recipient? Interrogation mark. Written in Greek. Grail 8. Don't have a lot of Grail thing, but I want to boost it. I would spend all my money. Let's do it. Money is made for buying things anyway. Right, so let's do that. So, I fucked up a little bit. And I'm gonna wait after this dude to try to open another room. Gale. Tree Heart. Tree Sky. No, not even thinking about that one. Fallen Bells? Or Mist Sunk Meadow? This is a dead end. With Nectar, Rose, and Sky. Sky is the only way I'm gonna get to there, I think. I don't have a... Yes, I have Frost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the dude. Ugh. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it today. I'm gonna have to go to the Fallen Bell with Chore instead. So I hire you, Miss Kill. I summon Miss Kill in attack position. Get boosted with Grail. So I will keep my Chore aside. I also want to know... Yeah, I kind of started to commit to the thing. Upper pump room. See the pickaxe mark on the wall. Before the Sisterhood came to the Isle, the Romans or the Phoenicians dug these tunnels, scratching in the ground for tin and for gold. For centuries, those pumps kept the sea at bay, driven by slave or votaries who saw the sun one day in 9. When those pumps fell silent, the sea crept in, until much later the Curia brought in their own machine to open up the lower level again. Pump, upper level. The Curia installed these pumps to drain the lower level, but they installed them in the late 19th century. I'll need to provide suitable materials and fuel, and I'll need apprentice level of forge to jury-rig them. Apprentice is 5, so if I use metal, boom. I need a skill, boom. I need fuel, probably have them. And I need 2 metal. Yeah. Okay. Fuel I do have. Okay. Flooded level. Gleaming black water still has bone. I'll need to find some way to lower the water level before I can descend. Circumstance. Something that is so, but only for now. Circumstances disappear in the season of Numa. Okay. Interesting. The crystallized chamber. My path is blocked by shining surfaces, like curdled light. Dark shapes shift beneath. We can tap away the crystal if we're careful. But we must be careful. Winter. Silent hall. The heart is cold. The floor thick with dust. The walls streak with niter. Old invocation and forbidding squeaks and whisper like rats. 15 again. So it's pushing me this way. I can understand that. Circumstances. Okay, intriguing. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the other plants are upstairs. I did that. I did Cat's Claw. Do I have Cat's Claw? I think so. I did not do Cat's Claw, I think. I cannot do Cat's Claw, that's why. I think I did all the plants at least once. I would like to have wax, I guess. So helped. And I said I was gonna try to get leak specifically. I'll try another thing. Maybe I need a set of specific things to open that. I'm gonna have to talk about the weather, talk about a lot of things. Letter to my successor, advice from Gervinus van Loren, 11th librarian of Ashaus, to the one who will come after him. Okay. Dig. Dig, I dig, yeah, I like. Me likey. Want to read that. Taking the book again. Do, 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 do. Oh. I'm just boosting chore. Yeah. Memory aspect tool. Cake time. And I need to boost her to 9. That's easy though. Don't need it. 11. The Admonitory Automata Project. Footage of experimental device under development in the Cucurbit under Governor Color's supervision. With a fifth eye curse and a mystery of Forge, then it's a reel of film. Fifth eye curse. Someone has unhelpfully placed a curse which may tear open the unwilling eye of the soul. Contamination can affect my Fet and Fust. Skill effective against curse and at least 7 heart. Okay. And then the Tentra of Worms. The entomologist Juliana Wadzikowski eventually came to insist that this text was written by insects inhabiting a human skin. She never presented evidence for her claim. There are diagrams. The diagrams are not good to look upon. Written in Sanskrit. No. And those are all 8 books. Right? And a reel of film. Did I already add a reel of film? No, but I had phonograph things that I've put there. It's my first film. 10. Ooh. Again, double memory though. Not bad. Collect my occult scrap because we like to have permanent memory. Do I need my health for something? I have water. Maybe I should try to craft with my health a thing of nectar. Spice and savors. You know what? Let's go to the kitchen. Tears is cordial. If I steep wood in the right proportion in the mixture, it will burst into strange fruits. Wood. Can I kind of farm it from the forest, so it's kind of infinite? You have a good wood for that. Lignum vitae blanc. I don't have any seasoning. It would rouse a strange fruit, ripe with both forge and nectar aspect to burst from the wood. Ah, that would be a forge food. Pyrrhus auricalcinum. Okay. That's an expensive wood, though. I'm not gonna do that. Tears of cordial. Okay. Do you have another grail thing? Give me a flower. Yugal ink. That's kind of easy to do. Nice. Okay. And I had another one, right? It's in use right now. Yugal ink. Interesting. Hello, midwife. I need to boost you 3 heart. Normally, I would go with a vegetable and a 2 heart of what? Skin check me, nope. Elderflower cordials, nope. Ruby Rise, Ruin, no. Water, 1. Cool. Nice. Next. apple, 1 onion, 1 vegetable, 1 basket of leek, 1. I need more than 1, please. 1. The bear, no, not even. Pickled pilkers, honey, canned ham, canned ham. Canned ham, okay, interesting. Cuckoo honey, normal honey, mackerel, relatively farmable. Jam, Gideon soak. Gideon soak. Interesting. An egg. That's true. Egg is a food. So canned ham and a glass of water, I guess. That was my only ham. Ah, I'm dumb. I'm unlikely to garner much from the hive at this time of year, but it generates a memory of regret. Okay. Every choice has its shadow. Ah, that was a dumb move. Just sack of vegetable. I want more than just vegetable, you know? Can I investigate the chicken? Inspect this beast. It can be more rewarding to talk with the beast, though. But I don't want to talk with Terrence. No. Maybe. You know what? Actually, I have a place to put all my big vegetal. No. No. That's not a shelf. Come on, that's a shelf. You monster. There we go. You. I want to investigate you. And a simple glass of water. No, not Mistkiss water, just water. Get leavened. The material is painted iron. The craftsmanship is commendable, but the artist's name has been obliterated by furious scratching and scoring. Memory of touch. Okay. Okay. That was the velvet. Okay. Eating gives me a memory of taste. Let's have 2 glasses of water now. I need a skill that generate metal or transmute metal from something else. You are fire and knock. Craft secret threshold, so I already know that. Memory of regret, please, and something colder. I don't have something colder, unfortunately. What's the other thing? Moon. Moon. Cannot do moon here. Language cannot usually be used for crafting. I like the usually. Ink, no. You can go to I have already the tree recipe here. I have bow. I have bow. Oh, that's one I haven't checked yet. I don't have any other grail thing, unless... Let's go here. Witching design. Okay. What's the other skill? Knock. Yeah, I cannot really check what's not with you. Let's just keep going, uncovering things. 11, and with that 11, cannot go down, but I can go up. I'ma have to take a small break, and I just see that there's an ad break in progress, so it's the right moment. I'll be back in a few seconds. A few minutes. back. So. Boom. What can I do with my skills? I think I will actually read a book. You, Moon 6. Well, that's, you know, kind of easy. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. Probably because my trust was used. Boom! Moon, a culmination. And now, I need to... Oh, yeah, true. I got a book. Calcite supplication. So, now, it's gonna be time for me to take the 8th book and read them. Letter to my successor is very interesting for me. I have in abundance Catwink. And Catwink is Moon and that. So I'm probably gonna start with Moon. I also have a lot of those. And I'll come back to the rest here later. Actually, I'm just gonna do the classification here while the crafting happens. That was the room. Yes, up, and away. Bells. Giver, Teller, Sherstone, Lady Janice, and Great Peacock are the names of these bells, though they're older than the abbey itself, and those names have certainly been corrupted over the year. By 1915, Sherstone and Lady Janice were too cracked to ring, and the Suppressions Bureau paid for them to be recast. Serena Blackswood, quid pro quo, for the assistance she have George Culler. Blackwood's quid pro quo for the assistance she gave George Culler with his clock project. The weird curved spire. 7 years ago, someone pronounced the curse here. In the name of the sun and its many selves. This place was not the curse's target, nor was I, but its poisons fill the air around me. I should not enter here until it's cleansed. I'm gonna come here with a 12 lantern. That's gonna be a little bit difficult, but I have candles. I do have candles. These are the sounds which may answer thunder. Evolve via Hitastry. Application, inspiration. A bitter black salt. Application and inspiration. I can use a music, but the occult scrap won't help me. Memory of touch. Memory of regret. Okay. If I had metal, I could have lure it into something exotic. Okay, interesting. Okay. If I had a good candle. How about trying candles? Okay. Boom. I'm supposed to be able to make candle with flowers. If I take an agave eterna, it's a flower with lantern. Hello. I would like un candle, please. Actually, I don't need that. I will need... No, I want to make the flower. Cannot make the flower. Make a history wax candle to see how everything changes. Let's go. If I craft with Sky Story. Oh, and my fet, thank you here. And I have the Enduring Reflection and an Oculus Scrap. I can craft an Enduring Reflection. If I add my other fet, I would be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, blah blah blah. I would need a lens. Yeah. Because that's great. If I had my other fet, I would get +2. I would be so close to be able to make the master thing here. You. Yeah, I need the other fet. Okay. I can craft an Enduring Reflection with that too. Okay. Before the end of the day, I will... Ball of Sea Blast Bear! Let's go. I will take some book with me. Specifically, those books. And I will do a bunch of reading. Starting there. Ereb. Fet. What I'm doing here is dangerous, because those books might be cursed. Just let's go. At the end of the day, a bowl of bear. A history wax candle. Tree lantern. The flame will flicker and the histories ripple. That's a good candle. I like it. Actually, Malachite Supplication. Prayer addressed to the Malachite by the Sisterhood of the Triple Knot. Moon Culmination. Oh yeah, true. What I did was kind of dumb. Black Nephrite, one of Valentine's the Wolf dream journal, in which he records his vision of a place that is no place, beneath the house that is no house. Well, even if I get the thing, I won't be able to use it. The dark, inchoate, feral space described by Valentine seems to be the nowhere of the invisible art. The infra-oniric lair of the alien hours, sometimes called gods from nowhere. Cthulhu's. Inchoate. With echoes? Inchoate. Being in a beginning or early stage, incipient, imperfectly formed or developed, disorderly, recurrent, or recently or just begun, beginning. Okay. The dark beginning feral space described by Valentine. Cool. Valentine's attitude to the Nowhere Hour is unexpectedly relaxed. He speaks darkly of their appetite, but he insists they are too alien to penetrate the house of the sun, let alone the waking world. He even seems to suggest that the Mensus Hours have exaggerated the threat of the Nowhere Hours for their own reason. Not all birds are trustworthy in their feathers, he warned. Memory of Fear from Black Nephrite. Fear. And a lesson in wolf story. Intriguing. Listen upon these stairs. It's 8, so Malachite supplication, go here. Boom. Next. The world does not weep. Brown Joshua found this in a well in Hamath. There's an unlikely story that it was abandoned by Alexander during his retreat from Issus. 10 Winter Aramaic. Next. The history of... Ooh! The history of inks. A legendary grimoire of exotic ink-making lore. The cover and some of the page, unfortunately, are stained and crusted with something more like mucus than ink. 'Cause it was touched by a raw prophet. 10 rows. History of ink is gonna be a tasty thing. The Serenity of the Blackwood, an allegorical history of the House of Leith, which it is here implied was inspired by the centipede. The Sorino Blackwood is an occult alias to this day. It's Serena Blackwood. Sorino Blackwood is an occult alias to this day. But we have Serena Blackwood. Is Serena Blackwood an alias that this person used? Also? Or is that a real name? Serenity of Wood. Written in Greek. Okay, intriguing. Intriguing. 12 would go here. That's something I've read. 14 would go there. 10 would go along this place, but can't. And I've received all my skills just in time. Lesson in wolf stories. What do I want to boost with you? Moon? I could boost Moon to boost Serpents and Venom. Moon and the other thing. Okay, what's the weather today? Step 1. Storm. Storm mean 4 sky. Can't. Could do it with another thing. Ooh! Mist Sunk Meadow. 4 sky. 5 with the priest, basic. 2 with the fast. I'm at 7. Tool. 8. Plus 3, I get an 11. Sky. Lapsam Souchong would be 1. I don't have any food of sky. Do I have a candle of sky though? Please. I just need one candle of sky. Or a very good drink of sky, actually. No. So close. You're not a candle. There's not a lot of things that have sky aspect. An awakened feather. Are you a tool? No. Oh, come on. Just one little candle somewhere. I have inks. That's not helpful. I have... No. But this is a light, not a candle. The priest uses... Don't think I will be able to do that. So if I'm not using the storm for that amount, I could get the Squawkful Logia though. No, I won't be able to get that. I could get the Logia though, so you know what? Boom. Here's my shaft. Here's a shilling. Thank you, have a good day. Shit. I did not need the priest. Dang it. It's okay. It's okay. I can salvage this. Step 1. Rector. Hello. Get my first right now. We opened 2 rooms today. Yes! Corkboard the game. Indeed. And also, give me the definition of what the fuck am I doing. Coffin maker. I'm going to need... Okay, I'm gonna use... Losing the opportunity to open the sky thing because I won't have the weather, or losing the money. I think I can manage to do both, honestly. So first, start, get some money for my fast. Yeah, I'll do it like that. You will need a memory of revelation. How can I do that? Sunrise awakening. Nope. Here's the cork board. It's grown since last time. A tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. And now I have some pictures also that I got from the wiki. I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed. You're obsessed. Revelation. SR. Stolen Reflection. Hello. You get my Trist, whatever. You get boosted. I've managed to breach the basement. I'm gonna need to repair the pump if I want to go lower, but I can still go sideways. There's a weird room with crystals. There's a lot of places. So many places. I have a garden now. So we're playing Gardening Simulator. I do not need to generate any other memory right now. No. It's not a problem. I can stop whenever I want. Problem is I don't want to stop. Coffin Maker. I'm boosting you in Sky. I gave you the memory. I gave you this. I need to get you to 9. I'm gonna get 2. 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You to boost you with 2, Sky. So you need to get a sip of this tea. And then look at the sky globe. Meanwhile... Oh, I cannot go get the agave. La 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 la. Rage. Oh! Hello, you. Seems I forgot you were existing. Add packages. You know what? Hello. Who's my pet? Use. Wolf story. Let's get our stuff outside the city. Intriguing. I can use my pet there. And today we're gonna reach the top of the tower. Thank you! Exactly what I needed right now. Get my fust. Sky echoes. Ah yeah, I just wanted the memory of revelation. That's true. Let's get some water also. Oh yeah, I need to boost Lesson of Wolf Story. True. Serpents and Venom. I need to generate memories of Moon and Scale. I need to generate 1, 2, 3. 2. So Moon. Against the Sisterhood. And I also need to keep something with Moon. Don't read in that desk. It's bad for your health. And 1 Scale, Memory of Fear. Black Nephrite. That should be enough to learn wolf stories. To boost Serpents and Venom. I've learned some recipe. And then last step, you get the Astrolabe. You get 9 Sky. I don't think I'm gonna read new books today. In the package, there was another package. Tiny treasury of forgotten things. Perhaps there's a real rarity in here somewhere. Nice. Get my metal. I need to keep my tryst. Something small and rare. I'm gonna finish with the candle, because I don't want to lose it. Squawkful Logia. Bird crowd every corner of this place, glaring at me with malevolent yellow eyes. Guano cake the walls and feathers drift the floor. Something has drawn them here. It will need to be dealt with. Once it has, the place will take an awful lot of cleaning. Okay, priest. Memory of Revelation. 7. It's good. Do I have a good granite slab? Okay, it's a stone. I like stone. Nope, that's not what I wanted. And driftwood. You know what? The day is still early. Get my Fet Plus. Gather again. Health, knowledge, quenching and quelling. Let's go. Memory. Memory. That's what I needed. A pitcher of water. Okay. Sir Priest. I want to do my math correctly. I'm gonna give you not dandelion wine. I will probably give you a golden marrow, a soft ember pumpkin, Dandelion coffee. I will give you Dandelion coffee for +2. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 7, 8 with you. 9, 10, 11 with the story rocks. I can get him high. I think I can just do it with the normal beeswax candle actually. Coffee. 2. Do your math correctly, please. Labitic tincture. No, you cannot eat that. Golden marrow. Actually, soft ember pumpkin. 1. Microscope. 1. We're at 9. Coffee. We're at 11. A simple candle. We're at 12. Let's go. And if I feel that I'm gonna be short on time, I give him the big candle. Jervanite, an alloy equivalent in some respect to the clockmaker's Invar, but instead of a constant weight, it retains the same origin in every history. A metal of 4 knock and 2 rolls. That's great. I'm gonna need to mass produce this shit. That's the only metal I have. Go in the shed. I want to learn. I use Wolf's Story outside. Damn it. Stupid me. How much time? A minute. I can consider those package. Oh, that was so dumb. That's okay. Exit the Wolf. I restored the sanctuary of the last Baron the Wolf. What? That's pretty. Gull's Cry Loggia. When Baron Valentine's melancholia and his accuses became too much to bear, he began to take his meal here, with none of those sounds that he found troubling, only the wind, the sea, and the cries of his beloved birds. After the wolves were gone, the librarian of the Curia would come here when they need to think in peace. Comfortable garden chair, snug chair, wicker chair with a soft white lap blanket for chilling. The Loggia prospect. Take counsel with the sea. A ushery place of weird shit. Okay. Not interactable. That's an ink. Asimel, a silver ink that can only be made and used in dream. An ink of revelation. 5 moon. Shadowless silk, Armagnac D's glass. That's pretty. The weeping chamber is just over it. Water trickles like tears from broken pipes in the ceiling, splashing over the cages that hang here. The floor is inches deep in water. The wind flutters mournfully in the cage's bar. Burbs. Burbs. We're gonna get burbs. I also still have no idea how to go here. Is it from there? Maybe. Rector. You get a cup of coffee. You will get a cup of coffee in a second. So actually, because I don't want to delay, you get a golden marrow. Let's go. Cup of Joe? Or do I go with the big candle? I just need a normal candle. You will do. Ah, thank you. Quartz. Nice. And a curious seashell. Also, canvas your picture here. Painting. You. No, not. I'm dumb. Not wanted to boost Wolf Story, I wanted to boost the snake. It was a snake all along. Is actually canvas like a wall? Okay, no, it's not a wall thing. I found the rock I like. Please. You can clearly fit here. Shit. Fudge. Well, all will not be lost. Didn't I needed like a 10 sky? I'm gonna have to take my time for the next day. Snake power. An extra shaft in Skelikosophy. I don't have a way to boost Skelikosophy. The first sun. In the downtime, the sun was lower, so we gave it our blood. For more blood, it knew us, and so it was kinder. But those days are long gone. If we were foolish enough to find the first sun and give it our blood again, it would devour us. If we fed it the blood of our enemies, of course, it might devour them. It is the kind of thing you hear from Skelikosophy. Skelikosophist. Now I'm kind of sad because I wanted the snake. I can get an extra shaft. Problem is they all belong to Skelikosophy. Oh, no, not exactly. Where's my other shaft? Or did I just start with them? Yeah, I think I started with more than one. If I put it in Ushery though, but I wouldn't put that one in Ushery. Ooh. That does not even go in Ushery. You know what? Assign. Because your scale and I want skill. It is not the best decision, but it is a decision. And you know what? Close to the end of the night, like about now, I will get immediately a memory of Two Lantern from Sunrise Awakening. I will be ready. The backstairs. The secret artery of the house. All those abbots and barons and all their crowds of retainers needed their chamber pots emptying and their boots cleaning. These are the stairs that the boots and the chamber pots went up and down. They were notoriously cramped and treacherous. It was It was a rare year some poor scullion didn't crack an ankle. It was the Suppression Bureau, at very long last, who remodeled the stairs and put in electric light. And people say the Suppression Bureaus never did the Hush House any good. I mean, I never said any such thing. What do we have here? A broom closet. That's sus. Lepidopteri display, heart-centric. A collection of Lepidopteri running set with unusual characteristic. Lepidopteri display, grail-centric. A collection of Lepidopteri running set with unusual characteristic. That's really sus. Maybe it's just the artist's signature, actually. That would be nice. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new weather. And it's a cloudy day, which doesn't help me. I will hire you again. But this time, we will be effective. Get in there. Get fusted. Gonna reach the top. 13 winter. Tool though for him. It's okay. Look, the memory of revelation I needed. Okay. A departure. Oh yeah. I have a plan. I have a plan. And this plan includes that I need the memory of winter. Memory of regret on the white. And if I'm not mistaken, I have what I'm gonna need right here. Do I need something else? Don't think so. Rector, you will get the second cup of coffee. Yeah, it helps a little bit. I'm gonna read a moon book. Actually. And the moon globe. Let's go. And your mystery 8. Yeah, I will need a memory of fear if I want to do it. I could generate a memory of fear. Right. I can do that. Black Nephrit again. Yay. What am I going to do with this? Ooh, Memory of Regrets. Director. Get the microscope. Then a bumpkin. There is no... Okay. No. 2, 1. A bumpkin. And then the normal candle. Memory of fear. Good. And the hourglass that is here. Reading books. Get kindled. What could I observe in the house? Rector, sir, go there. You, meanwhile, get my whist. Need to bring him to 13. And I think I can do it. Moon Culmination. Malachite Supplication. Prayers addressed to the Malachite by the Sisterhood of the Triple Knot. If we should flourish not, let our enemies flourish in that time when we are no more. One prayer describes how a strong degrees of nectar aspect can be used with Lethe and Tridesma Hiera rites to bring forth the last nectar of the last history, the living ink, the ink in secret. A strong degrees of nectar with Lethe and Tridesma Hiera rite. I get a memory of impulse and Tridesma Hiera rite. Okay. You know what I'm gonna learn? This! Because I want it. I don't know how to make Lethe. I know it's a mud thing. Interesting. Is it too late to go take a walk on the beach? I will decide no. But I'm probably wrong. I do not have a Tool of Winter, if I'm not mistaken. Unless... No, but the Deer Day Lance could have been useful for the priest. MDM. I need to get him to 13. Remembering again. Never regret. 7. Plus 4 would be 11. So I need to find a wood or a food of winter. To the Desmaiera, the rite of the sisterhood of the triple knot, which influence certain mysteries of the dwellers in the wood behind the world. 2 moon, 1 grail, but good against curses. That's my first good against curses. You get boosted, mister. Fuck you. Why do you generate something that I cannot use to boost? Moon would be memory of intuition. 2 moon, 1 rose. Also, that was a book I was reading, right? The Malachite Supplication. Malachite Supplication make doom 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 impulse. Supplication. Boom. Gonna have to change this. The brothers and sister of Saint Brendan. I restored the Abbey Church of the Isle all the way to its topmost spire. Spire. Here, Hendrik the Wolf met in secret with King Henry, once the Bronze King, now Hold Copper-Nose. For the great debasement had ended the supremacy of the leashed flame, and Henry's hairs, I hate this word, Henry's hairs were no more than human. There is a story that Hendrik's son Thomas listened from the rafter, that 3 times he heard Henry ask his father to break a certain promise in the matter of Caer His beyond the wave. And the 3rd time the father did not refuse the king. This, says the story, is why Thomas never liked to make a promise thereafter, for fear of breaking it. Brian Levinson. This boss is cast from aluminum, oxidized to grey. We have a seagull. We have a Evening Isle coffee pot, which wakes you up. Ansgal, which is a great ink. And Spire Prospect. Take counsel with the sky. A hushery, sky and muff place. What do you mean take counsel? I can paint. I can use pigment and blank, which mean I can paint here. That's cool. Okay. Brian Levinson. Reference. Brian Levinson, 9th a librarian. You go in your stairs. Right now, I am missing the 11th, the 8th, and the 2nd Baron. I'm kind of surprised that we're still missing people. I'm so happy. I did not notice if this view changed during the day, and I want to know. That's a cool view from inside. I like it. 10 out of 10. The gargoyles spit water. Next thing I wanted to check in now. Do I have 7 plus 4 makes 11. I would need a plus 2. What did I give you already? Collaboration, memory, and that's it. So you can still get, excuse me, sir, thank you. Food, drink, that's the drink, tool, and wood. Do I have a winter food? I do. I have a pale marrow. Don't start it yet. That's 1. That's close to the end of the day. Do I have a wood instead? I don't have a U blank somewhere. Or a tool of winter. Or driftwood, you know. U blank. Also 1. Made of wood, not wood. Okay. I'll try slow. I don't think I can boost him. You know what? I'll wait for tomorrow to be sure. Because I don't want to fuck this up. And give him like the good shit. And then realize, oopsie doopsie. Atlantic Ember. Is there something else I can make you do of winter? A 10. Could try to get you to a 10. 10 is achievable. Is 10 achievable? With Eigengrau? I can use a glass of water, that's true. Are you a beverage? No, you're just a liquid. Not a beverage. Just a liquid. I need a tool of winter. I have so much Hagengrau. Hagengrau and food. I don't have that. I don't have that. I'm sorry. I misled you. What else should I do? I'm waiting on a memory. What do I do with the rest? Take notes of the book. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be those. I had the historical scandal right there. That's okay. That's okay. I make it. I made it. My bad. My bad. You. Get my tryst. You. Get my meat. You. I failed. Boom. You get my Erab. Check this out. It's gonna be like the worst draw of luck ever, and all of those will get like corrupted. And then it's gonna be like, game over! Congratulations, you tried. I think that's all the desk. I think that's all the desk. That was dumb. That was very dumb what I did. The Tantra of Worms. The entomologist Juliana Zawitowski eventually came to insist that the text was written by insect inhabiting human skin. The Tantra explains various less than practical countermeasures against the worms, the serpent, which are not serpents. Moth and winter are closest to them, and so understand their weakness, but both have their own perils. The lion smith crushes them, but that's not recommended for mortals. The worms have always been eager to inhabit us. Here are the practices which makes us inhospitable to them. There are diagrams. The diagrams are not good to look upon, and none of the practice they show would allow the subject to survive. Yes. Slay. Lesson in Coils and Chasm, which I did not learn earlier. 2 lessons in Coils and Chasm. So I will take one for free, because eventually I want to learn them all. Pokemon. And then I will probably try to boost. What could I boost with it? I'll see once I get my thing. Memory of Fear. Yeah, I would not have been able to make it. Let's see. The other eyes of the other eye of the serpent, in which the Iriezarch Signifer attempt to resolve certain mysteries of lightning. I have too much book on me. You are overburdened. You cannot run. I hate myself. This is gonna be last day. By the way, after that I will end the stream. Okay, Tantra of Worm, step 1. Worm book are here. You know, sometime don't have enough space. Oof, next. Mirror of Melanct, the daybook and dream journal of Abbess Melanct, venerated as a saint and respected as an alchemist. 12, Sky. Ah! The Rose of Nuriel, a volume of collected teaching of the Sisterhood of the Knot, that arcane contemplative order that existed in all histories, but in some was very powerful indeed. This was recorded by Nuriel and dedicated to Saint Tryphon. It is a mystery of Grail, and it is also cursed with bloodlines. If I open this book at the right page, I'll find words that slowly ooze blood. Over time, those words increase in numbers. This is an infestation, and it can affect my Ereb and Chore, and it has affected my Chore. Can remove it with a skill that's effective against infestation at least 7 moth. My Chore is Dwendratic. Dwendrassi is a kind of distraction, or of inspiration, or of possession. In the wind, in the sea, in the crackle of flame, there is a music only I can hear, and when I give it too much attention, the world grows red as a rose. My fingers are itching, now they are tapping. This book is infected with bloodlines, and where they've weakened the skin of my soul, a Dwendrazon has attached itself. Your chore now has a malady. Observation on the Peacock Door. 9 Gallia of Lagash discusses the Peacock Door, the highest door available to mortal in the Mensus. A rent, an infection, an imperfection, an abrasion. 10. Moon. And next. Medusa's Lament. Medusa is a Legion, and she also is of the Carapace kind. On the death of the hour called 7 Coils, the father of the mother. The fuck? In Greek, 14 scale. And last, I get a memory of intuition that I wanted to use to boost something. Cool. Can I boost something? Probably. Coils and Chasm. No, you go here. I said here. I said here. Fuck you. Okay. To boost aspect. Coil and Chasm is Skelicosophy and Nyctodromy. Not great. Triderma Hiera. I want it because that's my only effective against curse. I want to boost you. Can I boost you? I can't. I can't. Not today. Now, can I boost something else? Serpents and Venom can probably be boosted with my health. No. 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 I can boost Coil and Chasm or Serpents and Venom. Serpents and Venom is committed. You go there. Coil and Chasm. Worms, 7 Coils, dangerous places, how earthquakes are bound and why they are released. Skelicosophy is at 4. Nyctodromy is at 4 also. Nyctodromy would let me boost to 4 in Lantern. Okay. So I need to boost Coils and Chasm. Kind of a lot. Grail. 1, 2, 3. Can I boost something else? I'm gonna boost Coils and Chasm. Get this and get that. What are you? Oh, you blank. Nice. Because I'm gonna use one tomorrow. And sand. Ah, true. My inventory was full. I need to drop those books. 12. Go there. 10. Go there. 10. Go there. 14 goes there. 10 goes there. And on the bridge, things and stuff I dropped on the floor. Memory of Gusset, that's cool. That's cool, very useful. And now my collections of sand. Collection of rare sand. A grove. Coil and Chasm. Boosted. And this is gonna be the end of the stream for me, as my chore is dwendratic. Wow. But we have reached the top of the tower. We have breached the basement, and we now have a view on the sea. And normally if I found another metal, I should be able to open this, the pump. It's probably gonna open the flooded level actually. Probably. So yeah, this has been a great investigation. I only got cursed once, which is great. Haven't happened a lot, and I will have a little bit more corkboarding to do. Lots more book to read. Still more room to open. But that will be done on another stream, probably Tuesday. So, on that note, can we read someone? Yes, Enchanting Sorcery is playing Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm gonna send you to them. Say hello. And have an excellent rest of your weekend. I wish you to not become dwendratic. Keep your chores strong. Have a great rest of the weekend. Goodbye and see you next week.